Bring it up. Go ahead. 1 second, 1 second. Let me bring it up. All right, here we go. We know what y'all came here for.
Yeah. This your moment, cup of dough. This will get you going when you're moving slow. Make your ass shout and hit the chat. Tell me what you know. I'm the fact checker with the slaps. Can you be for real? I've been wildin' out to show you what the deal. This your moment, cup of dough. This will get you going when you're moving slow. Make your ass shout and hit the chat. Tell me what you know. I'm the fact checker with the slaps. Can you be for real? I've been wildin' out to tell you what the deal. This your moment, cup of dough.
Shout out to the intro squad, produced by J Morris Beats, Charlie Folk on the vocals, and E Short Sax on the sax. It's a morning cup of dough, because it's always a morning time somewhere. Ha! And hold on, let me go get me a beverage. Hold on 1 second. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We lit in the building. Protein decks, protein drinks on deck. Doe J Simpson, cause I'm killing these hoes. You know the vibes. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh yeah. Oh, 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 oh. What up, y'all? We'll bring Instagram on in a second. Let it charge up for a minute. What's up, Jay Morris? Huh? What's up, E Short Sax? Huh? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going to talk about Chris Brown versus Blueface. They were going back and forth on social media about a pretty odd conversation. We're going to touch on it. You heard I got a building and you heard right. So when you see a nigga, you ain't swerve right. We cooling in this hoe? Yeah, yeah. We all cooling. Thank you, brother David. I appreciate that. You know I appreciate it. It's all love. We all up in here. I'm about to get this protein. 30 grams. This is actually really good. I need to order the caramel ones. This is the coffee flavor. Then I'm gonna have a Diet Coke. I need some damn water too, but you know, ran out of water. Need to get a couple more cases. We'll let everybody pile up in here. Gonna start the Insta in a second. All right. Okay, we got Insta coming up in here. Let me drink my drink. I should have came on live with y'all last night. My bad. I was so tired. I seen y'all in there for a second, and I ended up talking to my daughter. So my bad. I'll go up in there today. Well, no, I got something to do tonight, but possibly I will soon. Very, very soon. Hit that like, y'all. Hit that subscribe. So the topic we're gonna talk about with Chris Brown versus Blueface. And I want to get y'all's perspective on this. Chris Brown says, "What's up with the hypocrisy? You guys are hitting me. I'm still canceled because of something that happened when I was 17 years old. But yet these other people, he had listed a bunch of people that had DV situations with women, and then he referenced Blueface. He was like, y'all tune in and watch Blueface and Krishan beat each other up every week, and that's entertainment." And he was pretty upset about it. So I want to know just initially, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? And y'all see that Cash App? It's I Am Doughboy. Shout out to Juicebox, keeping me right. Y'all can hit that Cash App if you want to. Bless your boy. The donation is in here. Nigga said, hold on, don't say nothing. You trying to start up a lawn care business? Can I please support you? Sure. Where are you located? What's the name of your business? I'll say it. Baby doing good business stuff. Don't have me co-signing. I'll tell you how I feel about it completely. But wait, we're gonna wait for Charlie Funk to log off. You waiting on my email? Did you email? Did you hit my email? I'll go in there right now. If you did. On these hoes is in the building. About the stylish shit, I did see that DM. Okay, I'll respond to that. I seen it. We shall talk. This is how you can know I seen it, because you asked for my sizes. See? And officially heartless, you need my email. All right, I'm gonna just give it to you. Fuck it. I am Doughboy TV at Gmail. It's just I am Doughboy TV Gmail. There you go. Email it. Will I ever do stand up again, Tonia? Absolutely. Come on, we need 7 more likes so we can stay equal. Hit me with them likes, y'all. Hit me with them likes, y'all. Hit it with that W, y'all. It's this dude on YouTube. He be making food. This white guy. He be making like down south food, but he always be talking with the Louisiana. He be like, throw that Rochester sauce on there, y'all. Put you that Holy Trinity, y'all. Cut that thing with about a pound of sausage. Akash, I'm glad you're in here. I wanted to tell you something, Akash, because I've been thinking about you lately, brother. Because let me tell you what is happening. Shout out to my brother Akash Singh. The Flagrant podcast with him and Andrew Schultz. Great podcast. Good friend of mine. I've known Akash probably going on 10 years now. Akash, let me know. Let me show you what's going on with your stuff, bro. I don't know what happened in the algorithm, but every day I get your stand-up clips on my YouTube. And you have so many of them, and you're cutting them so perfect, and I'm so freaking proud of you because I know you were trying to figure out YouTube for the longest, and I think that you have figured it out, my friend, because I get your videos on a daily basis. If you guys aren't watching Akash sing comedy, you're missing out. He has a whole special where he did just crowd work, roasting the audience. It's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Shout out to Akash and cracking the algorithm because every day I get your videos and I watch them, the little shorts, and I die at all of them. They're funny, they're relatable, and they leave you wanting more. So shout out my brethren, Akash. I'm so happy for him and all the success. Couldn't be happy. Couldn't happen to a better guy. Shout out to him and what he's doing. Okay, now back to, you know what? That damn mic wasn't hooked up for a second. How do I feel about this Chris Brown versus Blueface thing? First of all, I sincerely hate cancel culture. So I don't ever like anybody getting canceled for any reason. I mean, unless it's just some fucked up shit. Like R. Kelly, of course, cancel him. Harvey Weinstein, sexual predators, yes. Okay, I get it. All right, cool. So there are certain people, people doing stuff with kids. Okay, so there are murderers. So there is certain people for obvious reasons. You see what I'm saying? How do I look at, say the Cash App again? The Cash App is I am Doughboy $. I am Doughboy. Bam, 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 bam. IAMDOBOY if you want to bless your boy. Don't feel no pressure though. So when you look at somebody like Chris Brown, this happened. This is what I feel about cancel culture as a whole. I feel like the criminal justice, the Cash App is on the screen, Juice Box. The Diet Coke in the building. Turn it up. I feel like there is a criminal justice system and a legal system in place for a reason. So if people mess up and they make mistakes, they got to go to jail, whatever. And even though sometimes that could be corrupt and not always in the favor of black people, whatever. It's set up to have a functioning society. Cool. This happened. You got to look at it like this. And when he said it in his tweet today, it really was sad. He said, this happened when I was 17. I'm 33. That means that this is happened, like he's almost been alive as long as people have been holding it over his head. Think about that. How many of us have done some shit at 17 years old that we wish that we wouldn't have did? And for people to still be referencing that, I don't think that that's right. And I don't think that it's right that we think it's okay when we see what Blueface and Krishan are doing. That's not healthy. And I don't know why we think that that is okay. I don't know. It does seem very much like a double standard. I'd be upset too. Did Chris Brown make a mistake? Yeah, but I mean, how long? You can't make how many times are you going to make somebody pay for the same mistake? He hasn't had that happen since. Looks like for the last 17 years, he's kept his nose clean. All he's done is just do great music. I'm not into the whole cancel thing. Like, I'm just not into it. And people feel like they got power to make you stop making money or feed your family because you make mistakes. I'm not with that at all. Like, no. Like, hell no. No. Why is anybody still bringing that up with him? Like, if that's the case, like, what do people think that they're bigger than God? Because with God, once you confess your sins to God, you get forgiveness from God. Then and there, that's instant. You don't have to wait 17 years for forgiveness from God. So why do I have to wait 17 years for forgiveness from man? Judgmental motherfuckers who got sins of their own. But they're just not fucking famous and they don't have their shit on fucking Front Street. Oh, I'm on Chris Brown's side with this one. The guy seems like a nice enough guy. I mean, makes great music. He doesn't seem to bother anybody. Why are we still holding this over this kid's head? And when I say kid, I'm 43 years old. I have a 17-year-old daughter. If she did some stupid shit, I'm not going to hopefully still be talking to her about it when she's 33 years old. I have a 17-year-old. Like, luckily my kid doesn't do, a bunch of wild shit. She's pretty cool. She stays contained and in her pocket. But, even if she did, I mean, she has done some dumb shit in her life. I don't talk to her about it still to this day, because how would she ever grow? You got to be able to let people grow. I'm not condoning what he did, but it was 17 years ago. 16 years ago. That's wild. The Christian thing, I think that whole Christian Blueface thing, I think that I have a different level of insight, right? I have a level of insight to Christian and Blueface like this. Okay, let me break them down. From outside looking in, never met either one of them. I may have met Blueface once or twice, but I can't say that I know. But, seems like a decent enough guy. Like, who am I? Like, I'm not here to, when I see two young people in a couple and they're both putting their hands on each other, like, ew. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Chris Brown did do jail time behind that shit. But what I equate, Mallory said I'm one of her top favorite comedians. Thank you. That means a lot to me. What I would equate Blueface and Krishan to is like, this is what happens sometimes. Sometimes you get stuck in a rut in entertainment, and when you start giving people something, then they just want more of that. I relate to that in a sense of, when I came in the game, I'm Doughboy. I'm a big guy. I'm a fat guy. I'm the fat dude. Take off my shirt. I make fun of this. But as I started to lose weight, I felt like I was losing a part of my identity. And that fucked with me in my head. And there's other entertainers that have come out and said that, like Jonah Hill, Monique, and different people that have lost weight in their careers. I don't know if Monique said that, so don't put that on me. But I know Jonah Hill has said it. Different people have said that, once you lose weight and you're known for being big, that could, fuck with your psyche. I know that it fucked with me, for sure. So how that, I would say, relates to them is they seen that, oh, people love it when we're dysfunctional like this. You got to know, like, he had a TV show with a whole bunch of girls. She stuck out. They stuck out. Their thing stuck out. When when her tooth came out, it was just, she's a very polarizing personality. Like, everybody can't carry these shows. People think like, people like New York and people like, Erica Mena, like, you have to have a certain type. That's a skill set in itself to be a reality star. Everybody can't do that. Everybody's not interesting enough. So then when you reward that behavior, then the ratings start going up. And who knows how real that shit is. They may not really be hitting each other at all. That shit could be all for the cameras. We don't know. I know I've been on sets before. I know how these TV shows go. I know the bells and whistles that happens behind some of these TV shows. And it ain't always what you think it is, the way you present it, because that's what TV is. It's magic. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you the magic tricks. But let's just say it doesn't necessarily, just because you see them on camera and it looks like they're fighting because it's reality TV, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're really fighting. They could be fake fighting. It's a TV show. You do know that that's reality TV is not reality. We do know that, right? So I can't fry the guy on, is he hitting her or not? Because I don't know what now, I don't know if that's even real. You do understand that all of these things are happening with the camera on these people. And this is a TV set. So, but there have been, to Chris Brown's point, there have been other people like Mel Gibson, Charlie Sheen, different people that have had DV situations, and everybody seems to just forgive them and just kind of move on with it. You see what I'm saying? King David said, I would say it's a skill set. Being trifling isn't a skill, nor is it entertaining, and it shouldn't be, in my opinion. King David, that's not what I'm talking about. It takes a level of skill to make people pay attention to you, even if it is a person that's trifling and talking shit. Like, everybody that does that isn't entertaining. Trust and believe. I've seen sets where people try to be good on reality shows and they just look like they're doing the extra and they feel like they're acting. Juicebox says she hitting him. I don't know. I can't say. How do you know that that's really real? How do you know they're not planning that before they say action? You don't think that that's a little coincidental that every time somebody's getting hit, there's a camera on? I'm not saying, and I'm not condoning if it's real. If it's real, it's wrong, and they should both stop. Keep your hands to myself. I tell my daughter that all the time. Don't ever feel tough enough to put your hands on a man, because you ain't gonna want a man to hit you back. That's what I'm saying. Like everybody want to talk equality and all this other shit until now all of a sudden one group of people can hit the other person and nothing's gonna happen. That's not equal. Listen, be cool. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, because you cannot judge the reaction. Don't put your hands on people and then get mad and judge what the reaction is. Hold on. Can y'all still got sound on Instagram? Instagram. Hold on a second. Instagram, do y'all still got sound? Did we lose sound on Insta? Damn, I feel like my shit is froze. Hold on. He said he hit her in the video, but they shouldn't be doing that. And did she say she hit him too? Hold on, let me start this over. Hold on, guys. Hold on, let me charge the... Have I seen the Winnie the Pooh horror movie? No, but I would love to. Hold on, let's pause this 1 second. Let me charge that for like 5 minutes and get some more percentage points up. Try to get it back up to at least 30%. But Mackenzie, even if he said he hit her, that don't mean that it was real. Just because a motherfucker say it, like they're doing it on a TV show, you do understand that, right? So all of it could be fake. That's all I'm saying. The only reason I'm speaking to that is because I've been on some of these TV sets, and I know I've heard them say, let's make this look like this. I've seen people scuffle, and it's not a real scuffle. Out to Rock Girl says, so they're not hitting each other, but she coming up with missing teeth and his head cut open. Listen, sometimes they can say, let's make this look real. What do you think they do on TV when motherfuckers be getting shot and killed? You think those people are really, well, rest in peace to that guy that allegedly Alec Baldwin shot, so sometimes people really do get shot. But it's television. You do know that, right? I think we need to have a bigger conversation about that before we move on with this. You do know that that's entertainment and that's on a TV set. They could hit you with a fake bottle. You do know that, right? You know wrestling is fake, right? Santa Claus isn't real, neither the Tooth Fairy. We do know this, right? Let's level up what we're saying here. Because I'm not going to crucify the man for putting his hands on a woman on a reality TV show when I know reality TV shows are secured productions. Do you really think everyone would just sit around and watch two people assault each other? Look at reality TV. They fight all the time. That's all they do. Does anybody ever catch any charges? Think about that. All the Love and Hip Hops that go left and motherfuckers get drinks tossed in their face in restaurants. You think that shit is real? It's made up. So unless she's coming out with black eyes talking about this nigga's beating my ass at the house, I don't know, because it looks like it's for TV for me. Jay Morris said he saw Santa drinking on December 31st. Hilarious. Reality is very scripted. So I haven't seen any police reports filed. So if you're telling me the only time people are getting hit is when it's on this show, I have a hard time believing that it is real. But I still get Chris's point, because he's like, y'all think it's real and y'all celebrate this shit. But we can't judge this off of a fucking reality TV show. Somebody said, am I with Chris or no? I'm not saying that I'm with Chris or not. I'm anti-canceling people. So in the sense of, do I think that we should still be holding this over this young man's head who made a mistake, terrible mistake, at 17 years old, should we still be talking about it 16 years later after he already served his jail time and has had 16 years of no repeat offenses? Yeah, I think that we should let that go, and we should just have been let it go. And it shouldn't be affecting him adversely in any way. Come on, we need some more likes in this motherfucker. King David said, the thing is, though, we've seen them fight on the streets with people recording from their phones, so it's not crazy to think that it's real. You think that they don't know when cameras are on them? That's one thing you understand. When you've been in this game, and I'm not saying it like I'm just a seasoned vet, you know when the camera's on you. And with how we live, we know that there's a camera everywhere. And we always feel like mics are hot. Charlie Funk says, cancel someone malicious like Andrew Tate. Why is he so malicious? I don't think he's malicious. I've listened to some of his stuff. I don't think he's malicious. Cancel Joe Rogan? I like Joe Rogan. I think we got some disagreements here, Charlie Funk. I don't got no problems with those guys. So, you know. Let me charge this. Did I hear him talking about what? Who? Who, Charlie? I don't know who you're talking about now, and I don't even know if I want to even say that out loud. No, but I didn't know anything about that. Eric Guzman said, I think it was because Chris Brown was Michael Jackson's protege or apprentice, so when it came out, it shocked people to the core. Playboy Cardi accuses. Okay. Did I hear? They said Andrew Tate trap. Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't. Of course, if these things are to be true, then of course I didn't know these things. You know, the things that I was hearing Andrew Tate talk about was just men kind of embracing their masculinity and, you know, not being suckers. And I didn't hear any trafficking talk. So, you know, I mean, but I'm ready to have the conversation about the N-word. We can have the conversation about the N-word and who can say it. We'll go to that after this. We're gonna talk today. So I got a little bit of time today. I got to hop off at like 6:30, but I got time today. I got time today. Hold on one second. Because I think at some point, us as the culture are going to have a conversation about this N-word thing. So. Hold on one second. All right, hold on. I want to hold you so much, and I think that I'm alive. We're gonna talk about it. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. So we're back to the convo with Chris Brown versus Blueface. So let's assume. Okay. No, I don't think that we can though. I don't know that we can fully say that that Blueface and Krishan Rock have an abusive relationship because they are doing this on a television show. And I haven't heard anything. Joey, what up? I haven't heard anything about Blueface having a DV situation outside of his show. And I just don't think that everybody on that TV production set would just sit around and watch a guy beat up a girl on a TV show, knowing how much liability and fallout could come from that. Joey Westside says it's abusive. But, bro, that's television. Do you think that that's real? Let me bring Joey. Joey, can you go live? Let's talk about it, bro. Shout out my nigga Joey. Can you go live, my boy? Young Giants. Is it real, though, bro? It's on a television show. Is that real abuse? I've been on a set of these shows. I can tell you. I've been on a set of a reality show. You know what they do? They make everybody sign waivers and they get everybody wild drunk. And they give everybody access to as much liquor as possible. Look at all the other Love and Hip Hops. Look at all them damn fights. You think all them fights was real? So now because it's a guy and a girl, we think it's real and it's an abusive relationship? Come on, man. King David said he literally slammed Krishan on the concrete in L.A. That was caught on camera, not on TV. How do you know that wasn't a person that they had filming that for their show? You do understand these people are public figures. That's all I'm saying. And if you're making a TV show and you guys are these characters, I don't know when you're in and out of character. But I do know when I'm watching a reality TV show. But back to let's just assume it's real. No, I don't think that it's right. I think if what we've seen is true with Blueface and Krishan, it looks like it's mutual combat. So I think they both should be held accountable to what they're doing. And I think that it needs to stop. And I think that maybe they should get away from each other before somebody gets hurt. You see what I'm saying? But as it pertains to Chris, I don't think he should still be feeling the effects or ramifications for something that happened 16 years ago, when he was a 17-year-old. That's ridiculous. When you only got to pray to God one time and get your forgiveness, but you got to wait 17 years to get it from man, and man got mistake too? No, that's just stupid. And the math don't math. Now let's shift. Let's shift. Let us shift to the N-word. Because somebody said Joe Rogan said the N-word, and I want to go down that. Okay, Charlie Funk, wait, maybe not go shift just yet. He said, even if it's fake, I'm not watching. That's some whole shit. Okay. But that's what reality TV is, bro. Jay Morris said, I just think they're promoting domestic abuse. Oh, you just think? I just know. But why is it that we promote it there, but when it comes to Chris Brown, people want him canceled and not working and not eating over some shit that happened 16, 17 years ago when he was a minor. That's all I'm saying. And Charlie, if you don't like that, then you don't like reality TV, because that's what reality TV is. It's a bunch of just very negative portrayals of black folk, if you ask my humble opinion. But I think there has to be some credence lended to the fact that with Krishan and Blueface, that might be some acting. I don't know if that's really an abusive relationship or if they're just playing it up for the cameras. Because it seems like they do it every time they get a camera in their face. And if that's what's being rewarded and that's what's spiking the numbers, why wouldn't you keep doing it? Of course we're supposed to think it's real. People really think that this is an abusive relationship. What if it's not? What if he really don't hit her like that? What if it's all scripted? What if this is just WWE on camera and they're just playing on America's fucked up issue? And they know that domestic abuse is a real thing, but they don't give a fuck. Charlie Fong says, right, but domestic violence is not equal to just ignorance, bro. Come on now. You're not hearing what I'm saying, Charlie. What I'm saying is, do they not have a right to fake domestic violence for a reality show? They do it on movies. They do it on TV shows. So why is the rules got to be different for reality TV? I'm telling you from personal experience, my nigga. I've been on a set before. I've seen what they do on these sets. And they let people get drunk and they say, hey, if you get fight, if you start fighting, you can't sue the production company and you can't sue the people you fight. You have to sign a waiver. Charlie says reality TV is full of conflict that's supposed to be entertaining, but domestic abuse isn't entertaining. That's an opinion. What do you mean domestic abuse isn't entertaining? Did you not see What's Love Got to Do with it? Angela Bassett won an award for that. All she did was get beat up the whole movie. What do you mean it's not entertaining? Larry Fishburne, that was a fight for 2 hours. I'm not laughing at it, but a lot of the dialogue in What's Love Got to Do with it, if you look at the screenplay, was Ike attacks Tina. And then pages just go on. Nigga hit her with a boot. Charlie said they have the right. It's not a rule. It's just morally that some whole shit you don't subscribe and don't defend. That wasn't entertaining. Are you dumb? Am I dumb? Hold on. What I'm saying is, what you're saying is your personal opinion and your personal preference of what you feel. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about what are Charlie Funk's moral values, standards, and guidelines. We're talking about the overarching, why are people still judging Chris Brown over something that happened 16 years ago, but they've watched when Krishan and Blueface fight every other fucking day, and it's fake, and then you're like, well, that shit's not entertaining. Obviously it is to somebody, just not you, and that's okay. You can't say it's not entertaining to anybody, because there's movies and reality shows that tell you something different. You can't tell me that we didn't all watch What's Love Got to Do with it. That was a very tough movie to watch, but we all watched it. We all quote the shit. And it was a man punching on a woman for a whole movie. She might have got an Oscar for that. So what do we mean that's not entertaining? Was that not entertainment? That was a 2-hour movie about that. Charlie said because they are dumb as fuck. I love that answer. He said, because they dumb as fuck, my nigga. Yeah, clearly. This game is crazy, but you got to look at it for what it is. He said, I didn't watch it for the violence, though. I bet you didn't. But it was there. Nigga said, but that movie was based on reality. How do you know this show ain't based on reality? It's reality TV. You guys have to just give yourself... Okay, this is what I tell people all the time. Don't allow your opinion to cloud your perception of what is reality. Don't take what you feel personally to make you make a misinformed statement in a logical conversation. All I am saying is reality TV, even in its title, is made to make you think it is real. Damn it. It's made to make... Hold on, I just lost Instagram again. Damn it. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right, hold on. Let me bring Instagram back. What you mean this is not a logical conversation? This is a very logical conversation. You're taking what you feel personally as a topic and speaking on it like it is a fact in a logical conversation with other people about the same thing. So Charlie said, I punched the nigga and threatened his life in 2013. It was a wild time for everyone outside. I get it. This is what I'm saying, brother. Listen to me and what I'm saying to you, right? What I'm saying is, unfortunately, some people are entertained by domestic violence. That is a fact. Whether that, obviously it's not you, because that's not what you think is entertaining. A lot of people will not think that that's entertaining. But you have to understand that at the root of what at the root of what at the root of what reality TV is for them to make you feel like it's real, no matter what it is, even if it makes you uncomfortable. It's meant to make you feel like it's real. What I'm saying is we don't know if Blueface and Krishan are really assaulting each other because they're doing it in front of cameras every single time. Reality TV ain't reality. And that's what I'm telling you from personal experience. I've been on a set before of a reality TV show. I've seen them give people liquor. I've seen them make them sign waivers and say, if y'all end up fighting or whatever, you can't sue nobody. Why do you think there's so many fights on reality TV? Why do you think they're so quick to fight? Don't nobody want to go to jail? You don't think that that's ever odd that none of these people go to jail? Charlie said, yes, it's entertaining to some people, but that's not the same as a biography. What I'm saying is that you said it wasn't entertaining. They could have made that same movie without having her get beat up every scene. You see what I'm saying? Let's just agree to disagree. We don't. I feel like we're apples and oranges at this point. Let's shift it. Let's shift it. I respect your mind, Charlie. I got you. Ronnie in here. Sydney Kim in his piece. What up? We over here at YouTube too. We over here at Caffeine. We over here at Facebook. Get in where you fit in. All right, so let's shift it from Chris Brown and Blueface. And let's talk the N-word. I want to have a conversation about the N-word because somebody said that Joe Rogan said the N-word and that's why he don't fuck with him. I'm going to be honest at this point in my life, okay? I want to word this carefully, but I do feel a certain type of way about the N-word. At this point, unless somebody is saying the N-word to me with a hard R, trying to say it to me to disrespect me or someone around me, or you know what I mean, I don't care. As far as with other people using it, I feel like at this point in 2023, it has turned into a word that gets used in the culture so much. This is what I don't understand. How do we as the culture say, still in 2023, the music is made, the music has the words, the music has the word in it, anyone can buy it. But if somebody's singing along to it and they say the word, we're upset and we think that that's racist. I don't think that that's racist. I think that that's somebody singing along to a song. I've seen a group of Mexican people get into it with a group of other Mexican people and they saying the N-word to each other. There's no black people in sight. So I think that the word has become bigger than what it used to be called back in the day. Please box the real of him. He said, watch him call black people apes. I think I know what you're talking about, Charlie Funk. I mean, listen, man. When it comes to the racist thing, I mean, I know it's just hard for me to, and maybe it's because of my upbringing. Maybe it's because everybody's saying, nah. Okay, so then what? Okay, then break this down to me. Who gets to say it? Everybody's saying, fuck no. Okay, then let's have this real conversation. Because this is where I get frustrated. Who the fuck can say it then? Who can say nigga? Who can say nigga? Okay, Charlie. Who can say nigga then? Talk to me. Who can say nigga? Because now we gotta... Sydney said, I do. You motherfucker. No, you don't. I've never heard you say that word. Sydney is Asian. Can he say nigga? Who gets to say it? Only black people. Only black people. I want y'all to get this right. Because when I start saying what I'm going to say, everybody's going to switch it. I promise. Now, when you say black people, I get you, Sid. You know I know you talking shit. Now, we know when we talking black people, you mean black people. How much a percentage? Your mom and your daddy got to be black? What? Because this is where it gets dicey. You understand? This is where it gets dicey. So now we're saying only black people can say it, right? Okay. Technically. All right, cool. So when we see somebody like Cardi B or Fat Joe who are Puerto Ricans, they say it and we sing the songs. Is that cool? Mr. Wright said no Latinas, no Asians, no white people, nobody other than black people. So what about Puerto Rican people? Can mixed people say it? Drake says it. Drake has a white mother. Shout out to Drizzy, my favorite rapper. If you're mixed, you can't say it. What if you got a white parent? If your mama's white, can you say it? Can Pat Mahomes say it? Like that's why I feel the way that I feel. Cause I'm like, well, nigga, I don't care who says it. As long as you're not saying it in a way of a racist way, and you know how you saying it if you're trying to be racist. You see what I'm saying? But if you're a fucking white kid and you're going to college, you know what I'm saying? And you're listening to YG's my nigga, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be like, you racist motherfucker. Why are you saying that? So Drake can say it, but his mama can't. All right. So what's up? So what about Puerto Rican people? So only if you're Afro-Latina. Do y'all understand? Do you understand the technicalities of what I'm talking about? I'm just like, at this point in time, in 2023, is that still a thing for us to be getting offended by? Unless somebody says it to you and says, you fucking nigger, are you fucking coon, on some shit like that, then it don't matter. If you say it because you're singing to a song, am I really gonna think you're a racist? No. I know what a racist look like. Actually, I don't know what a racist looks like. I don't think any of us know what a racist looks like. But I think I know what a racist talks like. Life is technicalities, but it does. If it absolutely matters, then we have to figure out what's the rules. People who ain't black should just avoid the word, but there's rappers who say it that ain't black. I'm sorry. Fat Joe is not black. Cardi B is not black. But they say it. Ice Spice, I don't know. She's albino. I think she's albino. I don't know what Ice Spice is. She don't look black to me. This is why we don't advance as a whole in this country. Is this why, Charlie? Is this why? Is this why? This is the reason? I just feel like there's so many other important things. And I feel like as long as everyone just respects it, I don't feel disrespect if I feel a non-black person saying the N-word. Mind you, I don't hear it a ton. I've never heard anybody like in a conversation with me be like, yeah, so I told the nigga that I ain't never had like a white person do that. But if it happened, I wouldn't be like, what the fuck, you fucking racist? Why would you say a word like that? Just because I've seen the word evolve. And when black people use it, we don't use it as a term we use it as a term of endearment. So if we use it as a term of endearment, why are we so offended if other people use it as a term of endearment? That a white quarterback lost his scholarship for rapping the word. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Some kid lost a scholarship for saying the N-word. No. That's stupid. I'm sorry. And you can argue with your mama if you agree with somebody not being able to get an education for rapping a word. That's just stupid. And I just feel like with black people, if we would just come together and just focus on more important shit, then we can get ahead. But I feel like sometimes we worry about dumb shit like that, and that's not important. You know what's important? Fucking cleaning up these fucking neighborhoods. Getting the black father back in the household. Like, you know what I'm saying? Neighborhood outreach, more resources, more school systems. I don't give a fuck about who is saying nigga. I really don't give a fuck. I'm about empowering black people, about creating jobs and wealth and teaching about credit and fucking education. I don't give a fuck who uses that fucking stupid word. That's what I want to wake up and that's the hill I want to die on. Like, who the fuck said it? Who? And we use that shit every fucking day. Ronnie says, then empower us and respect us and keep people who are abusing us, our words, out of our culture. But I just feel like, Ronnie, and you know I fuck with you, I feel like it's. I just feel like we're majoring in the minors. Charlie says that's a part of it. I don't harp on it, but I do give a fuck. It ain't about dying on the hill. No, I give a fuck. I give a fuck because I want us to be respected, but I want us to be respected. I think that they look at us like, man, look at them just tripping off that word. Man, fuck that word, man. I don't give a fuck. I could never say nigga again and not care. Or everyone else in the world can say it every day and it wouldn't affect me. I want to get to the bag. I want to fucking be great in life. Eric says, if you're ready to ruin your life over a word, that shows you ain't got your priorities right. I don't feel like there should be a word that should be able to ruin our lives. Motherfuckers will tell you freedom of speech until you start talking. Do we really got freedom of speech? Because it seems to me like when you say something that ain't with what everybody else wants you to say, then you can lose a lot. Oh, freedom of speech. Kanye proved us that wasn't true. Agree with him or don't agree with him, that's your preference. I'm not here to say whether we should agree with Kanye or not. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that he should show you that we definitely, freedom of speech ain't free. Cost that nigga a billionaire status. Just for saying words? For saying things. You gotta think about that. You mean I could say something and lose shit I worked for? Saying things. There ain't no fucking freedom of speech. That's very much expensive. Speech is very expensive. Shit. You fucking kidding me? Can't say shit for real. But what do I know? It's principle and respect, but what do you mean by that, Ronnie? We put the word in our music. Clint, what up? Clint, maybe I can get your 2 cents on this. What do you mean is principle and respect? We have turned the word nigga into a term of endearment. Why do we get so offended when other people outside our race use it as a term of endearment? I could see if they were trying to use it as a word of disrespect. But if a motherfucker is just rapping along to a song that was made by a rap artist and it wasn't made in a disrespectful manner, it was my nigga, why can't we all sing the word? And this is coming because from a nigga. Like, I'm not tripping. Why in 2023 is that the thing that bothers us? Why is that what scuffs our Timbs? All the shit we go through and that's what makes us mad? That non-black people saying the N-word. Because we had to do so much to make it not be traumatic for us. Man, we made that. Richard Pryor was saying the word in the 70s. So why does anyone else get the privilege of using it for so many years when it was a slur and hateful directed towards us? I get that, but like for the last 40, 50 years, we've had the word rocking with it. Charlie says, for example, you can call yourself fat, but if somebody else says it, that's rude and disrespectful. No. No, because I'm fat. It's not the nicest thing to say to a person, but the word fat, calling anyone fat, even if I called myself fat, there's not a nice way to really say it unless you're just joking around like, oh, fat ass. You see what I'm saying? I guess I see your point. So what, only fat people can call other fat people fat? I think we got to find a happy medium, guys. Ronnie said, because literally not identifying how much power words have is a tool of white supremacy and conditions us to accept just anything. Okay. Our ancestors got called that before they were tortured and killed. Okay. I take that. Nigga say it's a respect thing. Okay. Once again, you can't say the K word because the Jews have outlawed it. Okay. I'm hearing all this. It's a word that strikes our ego, which causes us problems. Okay. So if the word's so painful, then why do we use it? If it hurts us. And I'm saying this as a black man too. I'm black too. I use the word too. Maybe I'm part of the problem. Maybe I need to start the let's all stop saying it condition. But where Why do we use it? Why do you think we use it? Do my history, though. Like, no, it ain't about history because they lied in the history books. So we're not going off just history books. Like, they told us a bunch of shit that wasn't true. We took it and flipped the meaning. And we took it and flipped the meaning, and for it to only be for us, we had to rebrand it because most of the time you have to find a way to cope with the things that hurt you so it doesn't break you down completely. I get that. I just think that in 2023, and we're what, close to pretty much say over 100 years removed from slavery, or or when the word isn't going anywhere. I don't think the word is going anywhere. But with so much time being passed, and in the 70s it started being popularized amongst black people. So in the 80s we were saying nigga, 90s, early 2000s, in the second. So for 40, 50 years we've been using it. I just don't think it should be something that still bothers us when if someone else was to say it. Now, if somebody's saying it to disrespect you, handle the disrespect how you handle the disrespect. But I don't feel like it's all there to get all humdrum on some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know? I don't know. All right, we got about 5 more minutes, then we're going to wrap up. I actually got to spend some time with my daughter before she leaves for the weekend. So I was going to go an hour and a half today, but I think I'm going to do an hour. Who's all up in here? Let it be known. Who's up in here with your boy? Shout out to the regulars, to Ronnie, Charlie Funk, East Short Sax, Rough Dog 21 in this motherfucker, Jay Morris. We could agree to disagree, guys. I don't get triggered if I hear other people say it. Long as you ain't saying it to disrespect me, I'm not gonna feel disrespected. But a lot of times I go out of my way to avoid conflict. So I'm a very conflict avoiding person. And if me not giving energy, like this is okay. This is the word that I will end with. Where energy goes, energy flows. So much like the N word and people being bothered by it. Yes, if you give it energy and you get mad every time it comes up, it'll probably keep happening. Or if you just give that shit no energy and just give it indifference, it won't matter. And that's how we should treat everything in our life. Like, if it's not important, we shouldn't give it any of our energy, because where energy goes, energy flows. I really don't care who uses that word because there's nothing positive about the word. I get that black people want to say all up and down, all day and night. Oh, well, we flipped the word, and I'm not mocking you when I say that, Ronnie, but it came from being negative. So it never came from anything good. And I'm glad that black folk as a whole, we've been able to turn it into a positive. But I could never say that word again and be just fine. We can't say it on regular TV. I wouldn't say it in church. So why do I need to say it every day? I'm trying to be a more righteous man every day that I go anyway. So that word ain't doing nothing for me. That word ain't putting no money in my pocket. That word ain't affecting my bottom line in any way. So I don't give it any hype. If somebody else is using it, all right, they're using it. Okay, cool. That's not what I'm on. I'm trying to get to this money. I'm trying to get my health in order. I'm trying to push the culture forward in different ways. I'm trying to be a good example of a black man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be a good father. I'm trying to put out quality content consistently. Y'all see we had episode 57. This is wild for me. Y'all know I'm Mr. Start and Stop with the projects, So and now all I'm doing is building new projects. So I'd rather do that and stay on that than to switch up and, you know what I mean, and worry about things that don't worry. So shout out to both Chris Brown and Blueface, though. You know what I'm saying? I hope that Chris Brown finds some peace and that people stop fucking with him over something that happened 16 years ago when he was a child. And with Blueface, him and his girl, if that shit is real, I hope that they stop it, because somebody's going to get hurt. And it's all going to be fun and games until somebody gets hurt. And then we're all going to be like, damn, we shouldn't have supported this for as long as we did. All right? But this has been another episode of the Morning Cup of Dough morning show, because it's always the morning somewhere. I'm about to get out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Dion Lack, what up? Let's get them bars together. I'm about to get out of here. I will check you guys out tomorrow. One Hana. Peace. Great episode, guys. All right, we got about 20 seconds left. Night, y'all. It's morning somewhere, Eric Guzman. And we out in 5, 4, 3,